Hey guys, it's Gabby here with Taco, Beowulf, and Pulse, and we want to talk to you about multiple dog households and how to manage them. A multi-dog household is a household with more than one dog. Many of us get our first dog and we think, this is great. You know what, I bet they'd like a friend to keep themselves, occupied, play during the day, snuggle at night. And this is a very nice, Disney-esque view of having more than one pet, but usually it's more like WWE SmackDown. They either don't get along and they fight, or they get along very well and they are just playing all over your house, all over your furniture, and it's just chaos. But really having more than one dog isn't too much different from having just one, as long as you are strict and fair in your rules and boundaries, you'll do just fine. So let's talk about some of those consistencies that we can uphold to make our days a little bit easier with multiple dogs. I think a good rule for every household with a dog, not just multi-dog households, but especially multi-dog households and households with children, is to not free feed your dog. That means don't leave food down for your dog 24/7 to nibble on whenever they feel like it. Instead, have scheduled feeding times, so once or twice a day, you have your dog's daily allotment, and you give it to them somewhere safe from kids or other dogs or cats, like their kennel. Good girl. So not only does this keep your dog safe, keep the other dogs from bullying them, and keep your kids safe from accidentally wandering over while your dog's trying to eat, it also makes your I know it's coming. It also makes your dog's kennel a more enjoyable place to be, because they associate it with the good things like their food. Hey guys, here's a simple game you can play to help your dog differentiate between their name and their housemate's name. So I have my dogs. I'm going to do two at a time. If you have more dogs, just build it up like that, two at a time, and then you can build to more and more dogs in the same room. I have them tied back so they can't get in each other's faces because there are going to be treats. So if your dog is a resource guarder, take cautions. And so they're tied back and they're nice and calm. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back and I'm going to choose a dog. It's going to be Taco first. I'm going to say his name. Taco. Good. And when he looks at me, I'm going to go over and give him a treat. Then I'm going to direct my body towards the other dog. Pulse. Good. And she gets a treat. Here you go. Good girl. That's a good kind, yeah. And I'll keep doing that so that my dog knows when I orient my body towards him or her, that they're the one who I'm talking to. So I'll say their name first. Taco. Good boy. He gets the treats. Pulse. Good girl. So what I'm looking for is their focus to turn to me. I'm going to ignore the other dog. I also don't want them to hear their name and immediately try to recall or sit or down or change their position at all. I just want focus. Nothing else. Taco. Good. So your dogs will learn, okay, when they say that word, when they say taco, they're not talking to me, Pulse. And he'll learn when she's saying Pulse, she's not addressing me, Taco. Taco. Good. Pulse. Good girl, sweetie. Taco. Good. Pulse. Good girl. She turned her attention to me. That was nice. Alright, here's another dog game you can play, teaching their name. I'm going to have my dogs untie backs again. I'm going to go to each of them and clip their leash a few times. Good. So both of them probably associate that noise with having their leash unclipped and they think that they're free now. Only one of them is. I'm going to turn to that dog, make my body language very clear, and say her name, and then say a command. Pulse. Good girl. Come. Good. I'm ignoring my other dog completely and making it very clear that I just want Pulse. Good girl. But since he stayed, I'm going to feed him too. Good job. Good. Good girl. Now, Pulse has a... There you go. Pulse has a tendency to hear her name and try to react and guess what we're going to tell her to do. So I'm going to say her name. If she fidgets to get up, I'm going to say no, calm her down again, then try again. When I say her name, all I want is her attention. I don't want her guessing. Pulse. Good. place. Very nice. Pulse, down. Good girl. So that little space between her name and the command is very important, so she's not just guessing what she wants. Good job. I try to make my body language very clear to her. Pulse, come, or pulse, place. Good girl. Dogs are super visual. So now I'm gonna clip their leash again. Only I'm gonna unclip Taco this time. Good. And now I'm gonna make it very clear with my body language. I want him and not Pulse. Taco, come. Good. I'll feed him. Pulse did fidget, but I'm gonna still feed her for staying. With these tiebacks, they should still be able to get off and make the mistake, but not get to you and get the reward. Taco, place. Good boy. So a pretty simple game. You just do that until your dogs are very fluent, they're not making mistakes anymore. Taco, down. Good. And remember to reward the dog, the other dog, when they're not making a mistake and thinking that you're talking to them. Good job. Dogs are great, and I love them so much, obviously. However, one nasty thing that dogs tend to do is find a treasure, whether that's food, a toy, goose poop, a couch, or a favorite person, and protect it at all costs. Guard it from you, guard it from other dogs, guard it from the cat, guard it from your kid who walks by their food bowl while they're eating. Which is why the first step I do to prevent resource guarding is remove the resource entirely, which you can do with food, toys, treats, bones. The second step you would do is teach your dog an out command. That means get off or drop whatever you're holding, back away from it, and let me have it, whatever it is, that goose poop or food, treat, bone. These are all important things to do with each of your dogs individually before you add them to the group.